What if Naruto was son of Tsunade and was abandoned? Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta. What Ifs. Today I am back with a new short movie, and as you guessed from the title, it is going to be interesting, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Apollo Chica channel as well if you haven't done so already. And as you guessed from the mic, unfortunately I was not able to get the new microphone, it was out of stock, so they told me that they were going to get the new inventory tomorrow, so hopefully I will be able to get it tomorrow, so stay tuned. Here's hoping. You guys might have to endure today for this audio as well. Anyways, moving onwards, if you have any recommendations, suggestions, or ideas, leave them down in the comment section below, and let's aim for 35 likes today on this video. If you're able to do that, I will be able to, continue onwards. It kind of gives me boost and motivation. So please make sure you do so. Anyways, enough yip yapping. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in the midst of the Third Great Shinobi War. As we go towards Konoha, where we see the atmosphere was tensed, the shinobis were being rushed either to the battlefield or to the hospital. There was no in between these 2 points. They were in the middle of a war that was ongoing between the team of 3 nations that have allied themselves against Konoha. The leadership was in the hands of Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, student of the second, and he and his own students, which were the 3 legendary Sanins, were trying their best to deal with this mess. And while doing so, many of the casualties from both sides were inevitable. And as such, the Senju clan, or the last bits of them, have gone extinct because of this ongoing massacre. The remaining alone member was Tsunade Senju, who has been pulled from a battle because of her condition and for the past few months have been stopped by her husband. At the moment, Dan did not go into the battlefield. And today she has received the worst news. Not only her family, her little brother have died. A few hours later, the news have come that Dan too have passed away in a battle. This was crushing for Tsunade, to the point that she felt hatred towards herself and wanted this pregnancy to be over with, because this was the only obstacle in her mind stopping her from doing anything. And because of it, now she has lost everything. I can't kill this child. I wish I could, but I can't. Tsunade, what are you talking about? Said her sensei, who was there to console her alongside her teammates. Yeah, Hime, I get it that you're sad and all that, but he's yours and Don's child. No, he's nothing more than a curse to our marriage. My husband died alongside my family because of this child. He's cursed. After I'm giving birth to this piece of shit, he's gonna be thrown into an orphanage. I'm never gonna claim him as a Senju. As this news broke out, we see within a few weeks or so, Tsunade went into labor. And once she was done, she did not even held her son or wanted to look at it. Get rid of that thing. But Tsunade-sama, this is your son. I don't need to know. Just get the thing away from me. And so, the child was taken away and given to Hiruzen. What did she say? She doesn't want to hold the child. Jiraiya, go speak to her. Orochimaru, come with me. And so now we see Jiraiya arrived inside. What do you want, Jiraiya? I know you're pissed. If you have something to say it to my face. What the hell, Hime? That boy is your child, your son. Why are you throwing him away, pushing him aside, like he's some sort of burden? Like he's some sort of... Yes, he is a curse. Said Tsunade, finishing up for Jiraiya. I don't understand, Hime. Why? If Dan was here, Dan is not here. That is the reason. If I hadn't been pregnant, this would not have happened. It's not your fault, Tsunade. Not that boy's fault. It was the fault of the war that was caused by egos between the villages. But thanks to my student, it will be stopped soon. At least name the poor boy. That much you owe to Don. No, he won't be the legacy of mine and Don. To me, considered him dead as well. He won't be considered a Senju ever again. And so, now we see, on the other side, Jiraiya, heartbroken, let her rest, calm down, and arrived back inside the office where he saw that his student and Kushina was also present. Well, how did it go? She's too much in stress. I think it would be best if we leave her as it is for the time being. You're right. But the boy needs a care. He wouldn't even name him. How cruel, said Kushina. If you don't mind, can I? What? As Hiruzen stood up, are you sure about this, Kushina? Yes. He is, after all, the legacy of Mito-sama, and in a sense, Uzumaki. I would like to adopt him, if you're okay with that, Minato. I have lived a life as an orphan, and you have told me yours as well, Sensei. And Kushi-chan was turned into an orphan. We'll be more than glad to have him, if you'll allow us. For that you need Tsunade's permission. And so both of them arrived. Next day, where they saw Tsunade was packing her stuff already. Where are you leaving, Tsunade-sama? I'm leaving this place. Nothing more than a haunting memories of all those things I've lost. There's still something left here. Do not consider that boy a thing. He's nothing more than the pain remnant, the cause of all this misery. I'm here for a reason, though. I want that boy. I want to adopt him. Can you... Where's the papers? Give me that. I'm signing this and telling you as the head of the Senju clan. That boy better stay the hell away from me or there would be a war between both of us. I will protect him and make sure that he stays away from me, Tsunade-sama. Good. And with that, Tsunade left. As Naruto was now officially their son. As Jiraiya arrived, well, here is young Naruto. Naruto? Yes. Sorry, I kind of named him. I couldn't just leave him as such. It is a perfect name. Me and Kushi-chan always thought that if we ever had a child, we would name him Naruto if he was a son. Really now, Minato? Did we? Yeah, you were kind of drunk. Well, since you get to name him, you'll be the godfather. You don't need to say that twice. And you too, Orochimaru. Of course. Said Orochimaru as well. As now, we see time begin to pass by. Within a few months, Orochimaru too deserted the village because of his own goals and agenda. While doing so, he made sure that he would come back only for revenge and whatnot. While on the other side, we see that Minato was now made into the 4th Hokage. Once he was inaugurated, Kushina became pregnant while taking care of Naruto. Both of them loved Naruto like their own son. But that is when the tragedy struck. Kushina, when after a few months went into labor, he was shocked alongside with Minato when they found out that the child, a baby boy with red hair, was born dead. He was stillborn. The doctors tried their best. Kawaku-sama, who was in charge, tried her best, but nothing worked. And in the end, as his life, the boy was being prepared for funeral. Minato and Kushina hugged one another while shedding tears. We still have Naruto. As this was being said, the moment of their grief was being healed. A man appeared, killing everyone aside from them, and stopping Minato by tying around him ninja wires. Then, what? Who are you? Get away from her, said Minato as the man came near Kushina. I am someone who is here for only one thing that you don't need to care about. Do not worry. I'll take so much care of her. As Minato, using every ounce of his strength, got through it and attacked the man, only for Minato to find out that he was under a genjutsu as yelled out Kai. But until then, he was too late. The man has left with Kushina, while now Minato was standing there, tied himself up in the ninja wires. And then, when he got himself free and arrived outside as explosions occurred behind in the building, he saw the visage of Akumi no Yoko. He dashed towards Kushina because he had smarted her with a flying Raijin technique. Once arrived there, he saw that Kushina was holding on somehow, by some sheer thread of fate. Minato, I won't be able to make it. Don't say those words, Kushina. We'll be able to get you help. Just stay calm. Everything will be fine. No, it won't be. We need to stop the Kyuubi. Only one person can contain it. It's Uzumaki. Our son is born stillborn, and not only that, or I can't do this without you. I won't be able to do that. Even if I became a Jinchuriki kin, I would just die and the Biju will break free. Then what should I do? As that is when they looked down to find that Kushina was dead. No. No. He brought her body to a safe location. There he found a cry that fell into his ears. As he arrived in the room where he saw that Naruto was there, crying, he picked his son up and hugged him close. You're all that I have left, Naruto. I'm gonna make sure that you're protected, son. I might have to leave you, but know this past few months made our life beautiful. Your mother, she loved you more than anything. And so, he cried and said, I'm sorry, but I have to do this, son. And he arrived with Naruto to the battlefield. Summoning Gamamunta, he told him to hold off the Kyuubi, which he told that he would be able to do so, barely. But Minato must hurry with whatever he was doing. Minato agreed and went to work. While placing Naruto into a small basket, he began to draw the Winged Sword. In the meantime, Hiruzen, seeing this, arrived. What are you doing here with Naruto? And where is Kushina? Seeing Minato's condition, he only shook his head with tears in his eyes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Minato, but what are you doing here with Naruto? He is going to be the new Jinchuriki. He is the son of Tsunade-sama, who was half Uzumaki and half Senju. Right. Naruto is also a Senju, as well as an Uzumaki. He will be able to... Yes. I'm leaving all my will, alongside with Kushina's, to Naruto. Make sure he's protected. I cherished every moment that I had with him, and so did Kushina. What are you talking about? Please do. I'm leaving everything in your care now. Minato, wait! As now we see, Minato finished the hand seals, which Hiruzen noticed late. Rebirth that seal. Point arts. As time stopped, and Minato made the contract with the Shinigami. As it resumed, Shinigami sent out chains from the seal and trapped the Kyuubi within Naruto. As Minato slumped to the ground, he only uttered few things: where Kushina was, and please bury her, and him alongside her. And tell Sensei to find Tsunade-sama, and tell her that it's time. And so now we see Hiruzen stood there. It was a hollow victory for Konoha and him. He was back to Hokage again, and the village have lost so much. Many of the shinobis and konoichis have died, and so have the Hokage. Picking up the kid, he arrived inside the council chamber and gave it to an Anbu. As the council meeting began, Danzo stood up and said, Is that the Jinchuriki? Isn't that the boy of Tsunade? Yes. He is a Senju and an Uzumaki, and the adopted son of the fourth as well. So you're saying that the lineage of our sensei and the first Hokage now carries the role of Jinchuriki as well? Yes. Then we must protect him at all cost, said the civilians. Make sure he is hidden and the enemies don't find out about him. You don't need to worry about that. What I do worry is that it must be kept a secret, that the boy would be able to form bonds and have a safe life here. The boy has gone through enough pain as it is. Yes, that is true. But Hiruzen, might I tell you again, Tsunade doesn't claim that boy. Whether she claims it or not, Danzo, that boy is her blood. That boy is the blood of the first Hokage. Got that right? Yes, that is correct. If you don't agree to those terms and listen to Tsunade, then by that factor he is still the son of the fourth Hokage. As everyone agreed, Danzo knew that he was cornered because the facts that Hiruzen spat at his face were undeniable. He was trapped. There was no room to talk or bargain. So in the end he agreed. It will be done. While this was said and done, Jiraiya was contacted. Within a week or so he arrived. He checked up on Naruto and the seal and said, "Everything is working fine here, Sensei." I can't express this. Naruto and Kushina are dead too. But it wasn't the boy's fault, Jiraiya. I know. I'm not saying that. Just I pity the boy. The only people who gave a damn about him have died. And his own mother doesn't care about him. Contact her, Jiraiya. What? No, she wouldn't. You're the only one. He's with Shizune, the only relative of Dawn. Both of them ought to know at least. And so now we see. It has been a few months, at least a year or so since Tsunade had left, until Jiraiya found her. What do you want, Jiraiya? The Tsunade. It's about your son. Do not call that thing my son. Calm down, Tsunade-sama. What is it, Jiraiya-sama? What of Naruto? I see that you read my letter. I did, but she didn't. Is he okay? He's doing fine. He's orphan again. What happened to Minato and Kushina? I thought they were taking care of the brat. They were. But the QB attack happened. A man unknown attacked. I told you the boy is cursed. He is a curse. He doesn't deserve to live, Jiraiya. I should have killed him. If it wasn't for me dying as well, I would have killed him. The only person you should have killed, Tsunade, is you. Said Jiraiya. What did you say? I thought you would understand my pain. No. The only thing I understand today here is that you're deranged, Tsunade. I advise you, Shizune. Get far away from her. She's beyond saving. She wants that to her own child. That thing is not my child. Whether you want it or not, he is your son. And if you won't take care of him, then I will. And so Jiraiya returned with newfound hope. Sensei, what? I want to raise Naruto. I'll take care of him. Leave that to me. And so baby Naruto was handed off to Jiraiya, his godfather. And now, time passed. 13 years have gone by. Jiraiya took Naruto not only to Mount Miyaboku, but also to the other parts of the Elemental Nation. The Toads were so in sync as well as used to Naruto that they without any test let him be into a clan, and he even trained with Fukusaka and Shima, who he called Pa and Ma, and were quite attached to, and his best friends were Gamabunta and Gamakichi, as well as Gamatetsu, father and his two children. He teased more like Bunta, and it was like a sensei or older brother figure. While as for Gamamaru-sama, the elder Toad Sage, in which Naruto presence of was quite respectful, he always smiled, because he knew that the boy would go far, and he would be the one to bring peace to the Elemental Nation. As now we see, on the other side, Tsunade continued to waste away while Konoha moved forward. A lot of tragedy struck, like the Uchiha massacre still happened, and what followed suit in canon. But the good thing was Naruto was able to make a lot of friends and bonds outside of Konoha. For instance, in Suna he had the Sabuku siblings. Himari liked him very well because he made Gaara sane, and Gaara could sleep now. And not only that, Kankuro was happy as well. On the other side, even Iwa was quite fond of him because he had rescued the Kage of Iwa. It was during a hard time. It was hot weather when Naruto and Jiraiya were nearby. He saw an old man being passed out clutching his heart. Knowing a few of the healing techniques that Naruto had learned from the Toads, Naruto healed him and rescued him. as the old man thanked him. And at that moment, Jiraiya arrived. The old man realized who the boy was. I mean, from which village he was, and asked his name. My name is Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki, sir. I'm with my Sojan over there, but he doesn't like to be called like that. All he does like is being called is, well, Jiraiya-sensei. I see. Thank you, young man. My name is Oniki, and I'm glad that you saved me. If you need anything, you can visit my village, and my people and I will forever be in your gratitude. But that wasn't alone. There was another instance after only a few months of staying there. Naruto saved his granddaughter, Kurtsuchi. Also found a liking to Naruto because he was short, even though both of them were on the same age, and he liked to tease him for that, and kind of liked him as well because he had brown eyes and blonde, sandy hair and tan skin, and 3 whisker marks on each side of his face. Why? Because of the QB. And one more thing, Jiraiya was training him into the arts of, well, learning about the QB, so Naruto, while visiting near Kiri, unaware that there was a civil war going on, at the age of 8, was able to do something. He was able to get QB along and stop the Three Tails and wake him up from the Genjutsu, and also stopping the bloodshed, making sure that the, well, rebels had won and those oppressors, they surrendered. In the end, through this, Jiraiya was surprised and happy that Naruto was able to make an alliance and make Konoha more relaxed because they now had lesser enemies. This continued on, and even Kumo was quite surprised because Naruto bonded with B as well as A, acting like a third brother, the missing link. And B and A, they respected Jiraiya and allowed him to visit, but now they have given a special pass to Naruto. Whenever he wanted, he could visit their homeland. As currently now we see, Naruto was at the age of 13 and had orange pigments on his eyes as he was seated in a meditative position. As a staff came towards to hit him, as Naruto opened his eyes, a chakra wave was released, causing the staff turning to splinter and shattered. You damn idiot! You didn't have to destroy that! Ow! Pa, what the hell? What was that for? When are you gonna learn, Naruto boy? You need to control your chakra. Don't overuse it. I wasn't trying to. You're the one who forced me into it. Anyways, I'm glad that you were able to learn this. Thing is, the more you practice, the more you will get better at the Sage mode. Wow, I feel great. And don't forget to exhaust out the chakra at the same time taking in. Because if you don't, you'll turn into a stone. Yeah, I know. And so, Naruto came in front of his adopted father. Oi, old man, look at me. I became a perfect sage. Oh yeah? Time to test this out then. As Jiraiya entered his own in perfect sage mode with the help of Pa and Ma, and began to go full out against Naruto, as Kamakichi as well as Kamatetsu watched while eating a few of snacks. As Kamabunta arrived. So those two are at it again, huh? Yeah. So Pops, when do you think we will be able to get our own katana and train? Naruto has been training. You slackers, I have been telling you to train. Idiots. Go get yourself the wooden katanas and start training now. Yes, sir. As Naruto on the other side was able to dodge another toad oil bomb filled with explosions, as Naruto dashed towards him and punched Jiraiya, sending him off from his knees, and slammed both of his fists in a lock like a hammer onto the Jiraiya's back, causing him to slam face first to the ground as Toads jumped off from his shoulder. Heh, how's that? As that is when Naruto from the back was hit with a light toad oil technique, as the Jiraiya down on the ground turned into a puff of smoke. You still get too easy in battle, Naruto. Never get cocky. Aw, man. I thought I had you. Yes, you did. But then you got cocky and I was able to, get free. Always expect the unexpected during a battle. Yeah, I guess you're right. As that is when Naruto poofed away and appeared behind him and pointed a kunai to his neck. That is why I took extra precautionary measures. I learned from you. I give, brat. You win. As everyone was happy because Naruto was able to in the end fool them as well. As it was evening, Naruto was fast asleep after playing in the free time with Kamatetsu and Kamakichi. As the elder toads, Pa and Ma, spoke with Jiraiya. Boy has grown well, Jiraiya. Don't you think it's time for him to return? We have taught him all that we can teach him, and the boy has already made a peaceful impact on the elemental nations. It's just, I don't think it's best if he does. Why? His mother is nearby Konoha, and if by any chance she decides to arrive back at Konoha and we bump into her, things could get disastrous. He has been very neglectful towards him. Like, hateful. Not even neglectful, I would say. So, that is why you're not going back? No. That is not a reason to make Naruto limited, Jiraiya. Naruto has formed bonds with a lot of other friends out there. He has every right to go and explore. Let him. And so, Naruto was allowed to. They arrived in Konoha again and were welcomed back. Naruto had to now take the Chunin exams on his own because that was the time when they arrived. Everything went as in canon. Naruto though was able to all on his own pass through the second test since there was no Team 7 or whatnot. And once arrived, the preliminary rounds happened in which he fought Sasuke Uchiha and beated him. As he even picked him up to fight Uchiha-san. Said Sasuke before leaving. Oh, rude I guess. And after that we see 1 month break happened in which Naruto explored Konoha and found out that he liked ramen the most. In the meanwhile, Tsunade was nearby and entering the village because she thought this would be the perfect time to go and get Sensei to give her funds. And in doing so, she bumped into someone who she vowed should never cross her path. Oh, sorry about that, lady. Yes, it's fine, brat. I don't care about your name. Can you tell me where Hiruzen-sama is? Oh, that would be Hokage-sama, right? Yes, Hokage-sama. Where is he? Oh, he's in his office. If he's not there, then he would be at the arena. Would you like me if I take you there? Yes. And so, in silence, the three of them walked towards the arena as they arrived. Ah, there he is. Hiruzen-sama. Hokage-sama. As Hiruzen, who was with Jiraiya, almost froze as they looked towards Naruto and who he was with. No, Tsunade. Yes, it's me. You're back. Yeah, I am. Thanks, kid. Well, don't mention it. I was already on a stroll. See you. And with that, Naruto left. Do you know that boy, Tsunade? No, it's just a brat that I ran into it. That's good. I guess. That's good. Why are you acting like that was... As Tsunade began to connect the dots, I looked towards that boy, not with hate, but with wide eyes. That him? Yes. He is Naruto. That is what Jiraiya named him, and raised him with. You mean to say my son was raised by Jiraiya? And turned out like that? That is his own personality, I guess. But, hey, I can raise a good boy. And most of the time he was at the Toad Mountain, raised by Toad. Yeah, said Tsunade, scoffing. That shows why he is so mannered. As Tsunade then looked towards back, longingly. Does he... know? No. I told him that his parents, Minato and Kushina, died in a battle. He knows that he is only Uzumaki. And that is all he knows. Which I didn't lie about. You are a half Uzumaki yourself, Tsunade. Yeah, I guess you're right. Listen, Tsunade, if you want to know, I think it would be best if I don't. I need to go. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm gonna rent a room and live there. Why don't you go back to your clan combo? Yeah, I'll just do that. And so, Shizune with Toe both arrived. As going through, they saw Naruto near a ramen stand. And after finishing up his ramen, he helped out an old lady who almost tripped. And then, the smile, he turned towards her. Oh, Tsunade-sama, right? I found out who you are. What? Yeah, you're the legendary Sanin, the strongest Kunoichi out there. Man, that really is something, huh? I also am aware that you, at one point, was a teammate of Tojan as well. Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. He doesn't like when I call him that. Even if he is my adopted father, he likes me to call him Jiraiya sensei. I see. Call him father, huh? Yeah, why wouldn't I? He has been the one who has been all there for me all this time. Said Naruto with a smile of his face that showed that he loved Jiraiya like a father and family. I see. How have you been? I've been good. Thanks for asking. How about you? I've been doing great, I guess. We are going, Tsunade-sama. Thank you, Naruto, for your help earlier. Oh yeah, don't mention it. If you need any more help, just do let me know. Bye. With that, Naruto began to walk away. Tsunade looked at him longingly. Once arrived back at their home, we see Shizune look towards her. Tsunade-sama, if you miss him that much, why don't you know? I thought I hated him. I thought he was a curse. I wanted to kill him at one point. But all this time later, when I saw him today, I was shocked, happy even, and confused. Wasn't I supposed to hate him? He is your son, Tsunade-sama. You gave him birth. Even if you want to hate him, you won't be able to. Because deep down, even you know that he hasn't done anything wrong. Maybe I'm afraid. Afraid that if he finds out that he might hate me. You saw that smile, right? I don't want to hurt him. Then come back to his lies, Tsunade. Said another voice. It was Jiraiya. What are you doing here, Jiraiya? Said Tsunade, wiping away her tears. You have to tell him. If you don't, then he deserves to know. That is all I'm gonna say. No. Please, Jiraiya, he would hate me. I don't think I would be able to live with that. I don't know how I was able to live through all these years in negligence and without knowing. But deep down, after seeing this, I realized what I have missed. And I'm afraid that if I want to get it back, I might even ruin the relation that I'm developing with him now. Astera smiled. Fine. But one of these days you have to tell him the truth. As a month passed, Tsunade continued to observe Naruto and decided to stick around, and saw that in the finals he was able to pass and with flying colors. But Orochimaru striked and attacked. Naruto took into the action, and while doing so, Naruto was not only able to stop the enemy, but also rescue Gaara from the genjutsu that was casted onto him. And in this way, it was found out that Gaara was the witness who saw that his father, the Kazekage, had died and Orochimaru has taken over. Temari as well as Kankura were ashamed as well as tired, and took his siblings and the others back to the village, leaving Otto only alone. Konoha was able to handle Otto while going after Orochimaru. Naruto arrived just in the nick of time and stood in front of Orochimaru and Tsunade, saving him. Are you right, Tsunade-sama? Naruto, get away! As Orochimaru heard this, Naruto. My, it's good to see you finally, godson. What are you talking about? Don't you know? As Jiraiya said, Orochimaru, shut the hell up. Oh, isn't this interesting? The boy doesn't know at all. Know what? You're Regions, Naruto. Don't you know who your mother is? Yeah, it was Kushina Uzumaki. She died. No. You're not the son of Kushina or Minato. You're her son. Her and Don. You're the son of Tsunade Senju. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Tsunade-sama, that you have to hear this. He is telling the truth. Said Kabuto Yakushi as you arrived there. If you don't believe us, ask her, Naruto. As Naruto stopped and looked towards her, tell them that they're lying, Tsunade-sama. No, they're telling the truth, Naruto. As Naruto's eyes wide, what? They're telling the truth, Naruto. You are my son. I am. I was supposed to be your mother. The mother who abandoned and wanted to kill you because everyone in her family died because she was pregnant at the time with you. As Naruto's eyes widened as he froze, Orochimaru, taking this chance, tried to strike him and pierced a blade straight through his chest. At that time, something happened. In panic, Naruto activated his Genkai. Wooden spike erupted, killing Orochimaru and Kabuto before they even could do anything. The other Tensei was released as the dead Kages who had been summoned stood there. No, said Hashirama as he arrived. I can't believe, Tsunade, said Tobirama. You neglected our generation, our successors. Now's not the time, Tobirama. But it is the truth, brother. I expected more from her. Everything is fine, Hime. All you have to do is just make amends. He is our blood. He is your son. He will understand and listen. Naruto was taken to hospital. Tsunade herself for the first time after years operated. Her hands trembled, but she did it with precision and was able to save her son. Finally. Once Naruto, after a week or so, woke up, he looked towards Jiraiya. Why didn't you tell me? What was I supposed to tell you? I wanted to do anything in my power to give you a happy life. You were adopted by Minato and Kushina. They loved you, Naruto. They raised you for a few months before they too tragically passed away. Naruto shedded tears because Jiraiya has showed them the letters and even the pictures that they have taken. To Naruto, he was still their son symbolically, but his real mother was out there and she hated him to the core, and that was something that ate him alive from within. While Naruto was battling this and staying away from Tsunade, Akatsuki, taking their chance since Konoha was weak, and tried to strike first. In that though, Naruto took it to himself and arrived in front of Tsunade, who was about to be killed by the Akatsuki members as a form of redemption, trying to save her son. Naruto summoned a wooden wall, and from there onwards, using the help of Kurama, the Nine Tails, and the Senjutsu mode, a wooden armor erupted over the KCM2 state, the full Biju mode, and a wooden katana. With that, a single swoosh and mountains were raised, and so was the Akatsuki Zetsu army and the statues that they have summoned. After that, Naruto was able to take them down and dispatch them easily, without any drawback. And then he stood in front of her. Why? I don't know. My body moved on its own. But I still hate you for what you have done. I don't know if I would be able to forgive you, or ever consider you as a mother. But the relation we had as a friend, maybe that can be salvaged. I don't know still, even that is true or not. A chance is all I need, and that is what I'm giving you. Don't make me regret this. As Jiraiya came there and hugged Naruto, as Naruto shed tears and dropped the katana that he was holding made out of wood, Akatsuki was taken care of, and so was the threat. The Elemental Nation peace talks begins, and they were moving towards a peaceful solution instead of wars and hatred, putting that aside. Finally. While on the other side, Naruto, he was still shocked, still somewhat scared, still somewhat alone, because he knew that Tsunade was his mother. The lady that he respected turned out to be his mother that had wanted to kill him at one point. He did not know how he would be able to live with that fact, but he was glad that Jiraiya and his symbolic parents, Minato and Kushina, were there for him. He even visited their grave, in the center of which was a small one, his supposed little brother, their son, who was going to be named Menma. Naruto vowed that he would live out for their legacy, not for Tsunade, not for the Senju, but theirs, because they're the real ones, and hoped for the best. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the short movie of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Apologia channel as well. Well, yeah, this turned out to be quite weird and interesting in the same sense. Do let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it, and make sure you leave at least 10 likes for the next video. And here's hoping for the next mic as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.